Hey guys, how you doing today? So we have a 2021 Chevy Silverado with the 5.3 liter engine that I just finished putting spark plugs in this truck to fix a misfire, and I want to go through one of the other checks that I did uh, just to rule out the injectors. Of course, a misfire can be caused by a lot of things, but there's a pretty cool little function that these scan tools have the ability to do on vehicles to check the pressure drop of fuel injectors. This is a direct injected engine. It's got 108,000 miles, and I'm going to go through using the Thinkcar 689BT how to do a fuel pressure drop test to verify that the injectors are within spec to help rule out whether they could be causing a random cylinder misfire. So right now I put the plugs in and everything seems fine. It seems to be running super smooth. So hopefully that's going to fix this problem up. But if not, this is another check that can be done. So I've got the scan tool hooked up right here. Let me make sure the key is turned on. We should be able to do this whole thing right here from the bench. You are going to need a calculator. So I got my phone here, and let's get into this truck real quick. We got to get over to the ECM. Vehicle does need to be running, and I am just going to go straight into the ECM. Cylinder deactivation. I do not think this vehicle has it. It does have the start stop. And let's see, we're going to go to actuation test. Fuel system. This one right here, fuel injector balance. And we need some more data up here, so we're going to scroll over where it says more data streams. We're going to hit that. We're going to select all 8 cylinders. So what this test does is it pulses the injector an exact amount of times, and it measures the pressure drop within the system. The computer on the truck does that after the scan tool initiates the test, and you'll see what I mean here in just a second. So I'm going to hit cylinder 1. I can kind of hear the truck kind of stumble a little bit. You can see we had a pressure drop of 21 pounds, 21.895 pounds. We're going to do cylinder number 2. I do like to wait, 10 or 15 seconds, let the vehicle stabilize, let the fuel pressure in the fuel rail stabilize. We're going to hit cylinder number 2. That one's 37.55. I usually round up or down. So like 21, I just call that 22. 37, that would be 38, I guess, or 38, 37 and a half. We'll do cylinder 3. You're going to go through all 8 cylinders. Now, don't worry about why some of them are lower. I'm going to get into that here in just a minute. And I'm going to show you something that I probably should have waited a little bit longer for the fuel pressure to stabilize, but it'll be all right. And number 8. Now you may notice that cylinders 1, 3, 5, and 7 are lower than 2, 4, 6, and 8. And that's okay. The manual actually says that for engines with 2 cylinder banks, only measure the average pressure drop across cylinders that are on the same bank. So what we're going to do, I've got a little diagram printed out here of the layout of this engine. Where'd my pen go? So this is the front of the engine right here. So there's cylinder 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can see all the ones on this bank, 1, 3, 5, and 7, are a little lower than the ones on this bank, 2, 4, 6, and 8. So, okay, so what we're going to do now is take this calculator, and I'm going to go down, I'm going to do bank 1, and then we'll do bank 2. And what we're looking for is the average pressure drop on each bank. So first, I'm just going to call cylinder 1, I'm going to call that 22. I like I like simplicity. So instead of getting all into the 0.895, I'm just rounding it. 27.115 is going to be 27, so plus 27, plus 27 for cylinder 5, and then 7 is going to be, we'll call that 28, plus 28. That's 104 total PSI. We're going to divide that by 4, and that's 26. So just, we're going to put 104, then we're going to put 26. That was for bank 1. We're going to do bank 2, which was 30. We'll just call that 37. Plus, no, that's another 37.55. We're going to call that 37 also. And then 42, 43, plus 43, plus 40. That was a total pressure of 157. We're going to divide that by 4. And that is an average of 39.2. We're just going to call it 39. So now we're going to take our average of each bank. So bank 1, is the average was 26. We're going to take 26. We're going to multiply that by 0.2. So 5.2, that is our variance that we can be. 5.2 PSI for bank 1. Bank 2, we had 39 times 0.2. That's 7.8 PSI. So what that tells us is that any one of these cylinders here, 1, 3, 5, and 7, can be plus or minus 5.2 from 26 PSI. So we had 21.8. Now, cylinder 1 does look to me to be the worst. Now, obviously, if you had a cylinder, let's say that cylinder 1 was 10, and all the others was like 25 or 27, instantly you already know that cylinder 1 is a problem. But if they're all kind of, random the way they are here, you would take 26, which is our average for bank 1, subtract 5.2. 20.8 is the minimum that we can be on any one of those cylinders. Now we're at 21.895, so we're almost at 22. So we are technically within spec. And then obviously you do the same thing, 26, and then you'd add 5.2, and you can be as high as 31. So bank 1 is good, and bank 2, we had the average of 39. So if we took, let's see, where are we sitting here, 30, so they're all, of course, we have a couple that's slightly higher than 49, but well within 7.8. The lowest one looks like 37.5. So 39, so we're well within the 7.8 PSI on bank 2 also. So the worst injector here looks like cylinder 1. This truck had a random cylinder misfire, which means that there would have to be multiple injectors not being able to put out enough to where it would cause a random cylinder misfire than just cylinder 1. Now, if this had a code of P0301, I would be highly suspicious of cylinder 1. Even though it's within spec, it's still lower than the other 3 on that bank. So anyway, that's how you do a injector balance on these newer vehicles with direct injected injectors. For GM, what would really be cool is if they would just program the computers to do all the math for you, and it would come up and tell you what the average was, what the minimum and the max and all that is, and you'd be done. But the math is obviously easy. Anyway, all the injectors on here are within spec, so we're going to call it good. And it's just a simple little fuel injector balance test that you can do using a scan tool. In this case, it's the Thinkcar 689BT. And this was a 2021 Chevy Silverado. This is the 5.3 liter engine. Anyway, you guys take care. We'll see you.